Hi guys, Nicholas here at Online Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about 3 of the best exercises for core for beginners. And before we get started, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the content to be found by other people just like you, and it really helps me. So thank you for this. So let's dive into those 3 exercises. The first thing we're going to talk about is called a hypopressive ab drill. So let's play the video and we'll debrief that. Here you're laying on your back and you want to press your knees against your hands, keeping those shoulders nicely protracted and your core tucked in. Press your hands against your knees and vice versa. And you'll feel a lot of tension building up in your core. You're going to flex your toes back and play with angles. So that means you can go sideways as well, just like this. So you press on the outside of your knees and you press your hands inwards. And then we have the opposite, which is coming right now. And it's basically you put your hands inward and you press outwards. So you really want to counter press, regardless of the position you're in. You want to counter press your hands against your knee and exert tension in the core area. That's really going to put an emphasis on the deep muscles here, and you're going to really feel a burn as long as you maintain tension for long enough. So let's replay this real quick. You can do about 3 sets of 20 to 30 seconds of each position. That would be a great way to start. And the point here is to not have your lower back off the floor. So you want to really reverse your pelvis and have the back flat on the floor so you can feel the deep abs holding everything together as you perform that movement. So remember, there's the front one, there's sideways just like here, and then you can also go inwards. So that means you put your hands between your knees and you press outside. So, and you want to counter press your knees on your hands. So 3 positions, very, very, very important drill to master. I personally still use that drill here and then when I want to really get a good finisher and a burn. So there's no level for this. You can extend the time that you spend on this if you're already more advanced. It guarantee will burn your deep abs, and I highly recommend it if you are starting your fitness journey. That's going to be a great way to target the abs. The second thing we're going to talk about here is the seated L-sit on the floor. So all you need really is nothing particular besides a mat if you are on a hard surface. And basically you want to lift your legs up and maintain a straight back as you do. You can play with your feet and point them or flex them and try to maintain an angle that's not too wide so that it creates more tension. If you are not able to maintain those straight legs just like in here, you can bend your knees a little bit. So you would bring your legs a little higher, you would bend the knees here and then keep the rest of your legs straight. So that would be a little bit of a chair position if you like, rather than just a pure L-sit, but that will work as well, and you want to work your way up all the way to the L-sit level. So here you want to tuck your pelvis, so engage your rib cage and tuck your pelvis in. Maintain a straight back, so that means that keep your shoulders back, don't fall forward. Keep a nice straight line in your upper body, and point your feet forward so that it maintains the leg up. So play around with that drill, squeeze those legs together so you maintain the tension. It helps maintaining tension when you squeeze them together. Don't forget that. Very important. For beginners, you can go anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds and repeat for 5 sets. If you're more advanced, you can go for 10 to 20 seconds, repeat for 5 sets. It's really, there's no limit for this. And once you progress enough, you can take this movement to a higher bar, to a parallel bar set, to parallettes even. All of these are applicable and you can make them harder in the future. But that's a great way to get started. And then make your way up, work your way up, and build the strength in your core. Feel the deep muscles working. It's a great drill. Practice it. The last thing we're going to talk about today is the chair tuck-ups. So all you need is a couple of chairs, and what you want to do is stay on top of it with your feet off the floor. Let's see how it looks. So first, you want to protract your shoulders. You want to tuck your rib cage in. So really tuck it in. Don't let it flare out. Tuck it in as hard as you can as you press the chairs away from you. You start with your feet on the floor, and if you can't lift them up yet, then you keep them on the floor, but set the intention of lifting them up, because lifting your legs off the floor and holding them is the best thing you can do to your abs, especially for the lower portion of it. So any leg lift really will it will translate into a great benefit for your core. So remember that, leg lifts. So this is a very beginner version of a leg lift, but it will really create amazing results. If you keep practicing these on the regular basis, you'll see progress. So let's finish that video. You want to keep those arms very straight and keep the feet up on the floor if you need. So the goal here is to not have him on the floor anymore, and you want to maintain that hold here as long as possible. So you can apply the same amount of time that we used for the other exercises. Aim for about 5 to 10 seconds of hold would already be good. If you can get 20 to 30 seconds, even better, that's more advanced. But start with your feet on the floor again and set the intention of constantly trying to lift the legs off the floor. And you might be failing in the beginning, and as much as you repeat that movement, you're going to make progress, and it's going to really translate into amazing gains over time, and you'll feel your core getting stronger as you progress. So that's it for today, guys. Lift your legs up to build your core. Apply these drills as often as possible. I highly recommend you practice these at least 3 to 5 times a week each. Get on your workouts, implement them, and really try to get better at it week after week, and the results are guaranteed. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it for today. I'll be here next week with a new video. Until then, drop any question or comment. I'll be really happy to answer, and take good care. Have a good week.